Welcome back. I'm your host, Darnell Jackson. And in this crypto report, we're going to be talking about why the original Coinbase investors are launching a brand new venture that's called Crypto Fund 3. But before we get into that, make sure you subscribe to your favorite YouTube channel, Darnell Jackson Crypto. I can actually see you through your phone, and I can tell if you're subscribing. Make sure you click that button and share it. Now, this is the agenda. We're talking about the original Coinbase investors. Obviously, everyone knows Coinbase has to be the one company that's responsible for getting the most people onto crypto. Now their founders are making the news because they're launching a new venture fund. So you want to put your eyes on what these guys are doing. Let's take a look at what the news is saying. This is reported from Bitcoin.com. Andreessen Horowitz says crypto is the future of finance. Launches a $2.2 billion crypto venture fund. All right, just going to read a quick summary here. Andreessen Horowitz, the Silicon Valley venture capital fund founded by Mark Andreessen and Ben Horowitz, has announced the launch of a $2.2 billion fund. The firm is radically optimistic about crypto's potential to restore trust and enable new kinds of governance. Okay, now they're going into the details of the release here. I always like to go to the company's announcement itself. There's another headline here from CNBC. They're covering the same headline. They're talking about how they believe the next wave of computing innovation will be driven by crypto. Okay, so they have a lot of confidence in their new venture. All right. Now, if you're like me, you may not be familiar with who these guys are. So let's take a step back and figure out who in the world is Andreessen Horowitz. Now, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing this properly. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But Wikipedia has an entry here for Andreessen Horowitz, and this is a private American venture capital firm founded in 2009 by Mark Andreessen and Ben Horowitz. The company is headquartered in Menlo, California. Just a few things just to give you some familiarity with this private venture capital company. There are two founders which bear the company's name, and they're also known as A16Z. All right. Here are the partners: Mark Andreessen and Ben Horowitz. So these guys are really definitely OGs in crypto and outstanding winners. On top of that, is they were behind picking what has to be one of the most successful startups in the history of the industry. So you can read their Wikipedia page to get a little bit more background. I just wanted to give you a quick understanding of who we are talking about in this report. So jumping over to their Twitter, I want you to get the information direct from the company itself. So here is A16Z on Twitter making their announcement for their new venture named Crypto Fund 3. So I want to take a look at this so you can get the direct information. This press release is by Chris Dixon, Katie Hahn, and Ali. I can't say the last name right. So they're talking about that they believe the next wave of computing innovation will be driven by crypto. They're talking about how optimistic they are about the potential. And they say this fund will find the next generation of visionary crypto founders and invest in the most exciting areas of crypto. So do you have exciting developments? It looks like these guys are interested. They say they invest in all stages, from early seed stage projects to fully developed later stage networks. So they're saying they'll take you from a napkin all the way to a finished product if they believe in it. Now that's pretty exciting. They're talking about expanding their team to provide unrivaled regulatory and operational capabilities alongside our crypto native data science and research services. And they're just talking about when they started, their ambition. They're going to continue to focus on the kind of behaviors our entrepreneurs expect. They're talking about, let's see here. Their team now includes experts in marketing, public relations, policy, all of the good stuff. And here's a few additions. They're announcing some team additions. Here's some people. And they added some more people. So they're adding people. Okay, this is one of the things I talked about. I'll make a special report on this later. But one of the ways to really make money in crypto is involving yourself in the industry. You'll see all of these startup firms hiring people like crazy. So the best way to get money isn't always hoping that your coin moons. It's to actually get in the industry. So they're talking about, we've been investing in crypto since 2013 and are more excited today about what comes next than ever before. So they're very bullish. Obviously, they say this has been an exciting period for crypto as awareness and adoption of crypto brands and products has exploded, from the Coinbase direct listing, a first for crypto and one of the biggest public offerings in tech history, to the way NFTs broke through. They're just speaking a lot about the positivity. The size of this fund speaks to the size of the opportunity before us. So here's the piece I want you to take away from this announcement. The history of crypto shows that asset prices may fluctuate, but innovation continues to increase through each cycle. So that is the indicator that the deep pocket venture capitalists are looking for when it comes time for them to separate from their boatloads of cash. They're concerned about the innovation. And they have a link here in an article that talks about the crypto price innovation cycle, which is very interesting. Make sure you take a look at this so you can start seeing things the way that the venture capitalists look at it. In other words, the smart money. So this is a summary of what's happened. What is my opinion about it? I'm glad you asked. Well, what I'll say is that when you see the big money making big moves, these guys are very meticulous in their techniques. They have processes that they've built on from previous attempts, and they're continuing to develop. I would always position myself to benefit from their deep research. The things that you see them investing in, I would tend to invest in, because you're not going to have the resources to spend the time to find what is really going to take off. Not like these guys. So I would really keep a close ear and at least one eye on what ventures such as Crypto Fund 3 are doing. There are some others as well. I think that when you get the techniques that they use to evaluate some of these projects, then you're going to be better as well in terms of how you evaluate projects. All right, so that's what I would take away from this. Make sure you remember the line where they're talking about focusing on the increase of innovation through each cycle and not just price. Thank you for checking out this video. I'm so blessed to have you here. Make sure you like the video. If you don't like the video, share it with somebody who will probably like the video. Until next time, peace.